Hello, my name is Jade Lipschitz. I'm a second year education student here to talk about my experience with the Creative Arts program. Art has always been something that I try to incorporate into my life as a hobby because I value the power and freedom that creative expression gives me. I have never considered myself to be good at art, measuring my talent against people I know who either took art in high school or are pursuing it at a tertiary level. When I was at school, I was quite the perfectionist, and because of this, I struggled with art. I wanted everything to be too perfect, an exact replica of what I saw in my head. I struggled to let go and allow myself to mess up and reinvent the idea in my mind, giving life to the product I was trying to create. But I think I've grown a lot since then, and I've learned to let go a bit more, to allow more mess into my life. And since doing so, art has become something that I do consider myself good at. I never used to relate to the quote, art is about the process, not the product, because the process was never fun for me. It was tedious and full of too many crumpled up drafts and unfinished products, because I more often than not gave up for not liking my creation. Now, I find that the more out of the lines, the more messy and the more abstract my work is, the better. I think I have children to thank for that. They've opened my mind to the beauty of mess, for that is truly where the magic lies. This is an important perspective to have gained when considering the kind of teacher that I want to become one day. I want to support my learners through their creative journey by encouraging them to invite as much freedom into their creations as possible. The sculpture that I designed this semester was inspired after my visit to the museum. While walking the halls and observing the art, I felt comfort in knowing that the space has given a stage for so many people to voice themselves and their ideas. People make me feel like I belong. Where people are happy and heard, I am happy and heard. This feeling reminded me of a quote on the wall of my bedroom, which reads, "It's true what they say, a place is only as good as the people in it." My sculpture represents the nest that I live in, my home here at university, which rests on my cup, and it is held up by the people currently in my life, as well as those I am yet to meet. Both of these external forces in my life not only fill up my cup, but light up my life, making me feel the greatest sense of belonging. I sometimes wish that there were to have been a teacher in my life who understood the internal dialogue that I was having with myself as a child, because I think it would have allowed me to break free from my creative restrictions a lot sooner if I had had that help from a teacher. My hope is to become that teacher for my learners one day, because I hope that it not only impacts them during their schooling years, but also in their personal life, so that art can act as a creative outlet for them to express how they're feeling, the same way that it does for me. This module specifically helped me understand the creative journey that children go through based on their cognitive development. This understanding has helped me develop my language with children. Knowing the different phases of children's drawings, for example, helps me encourage learners to continue with their creative efforts by acknowledging the artistic level that they are at. My recommendation for this module is that it touch more on the impact that art has on children's ability to learn, especially if we consider that the child has 100 languages. I don't see art being incorporated enough in schools, and I believe that if we are taught about the impact that art has or can have on all learners, the future generation of teachers can change this discourse.